Welcome to the channel, Jaden Chase. Now if you're new, remember to like, share and subscribe. Now, this does not look good for Jamaica as a whole or for the Holness-led administration. Jamaica as a country has been ranked 10th on the position of the World of Statistics, which is the international body responsible for ranking countries based on the criminal activity taking place in that particular country. Now, in recent months, we have seen an increase in armed robberies. We have seen an increase in fraudulent activity. And it's been said by some that the administration in power lack the knowledge needed to tackle the situations being faced by citizens on the Jamaican island. Not surprisingly enough, despite being the head of CARICOM, Trinidad was ranked 6th, one of the highest ranking on the criminal list. Now, this is the country that is the head of CARICOM. And they said that Trinidad has one of the highest murder rates in the entire world. Next to Venezuela, Papua New Guinea, Afghanistan, South Africa, Honduras, and Guyana, and places like Syria and Somalia. Talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Now, I couldn't hear a story from a woman who was deported. I couldn't hear what going on. We continue Reason Nation. Look and listen.
You were arrested for cocaine transportation.
Yes, trafficking.
You were trafficking cocaine. How long ago was this? What year?
That was almost, let me see it, February 25th, 21.
Where were you arrested?
At the JF Kennedy Airport.
In New York?
Yes.
And how much were you carrying?
The Fed said it was half a kilo.
And you were found guilty and sent to prison for how long?
2 years.
Were you in prison in New York?
I was in prison in New York for 8 months. And the rest I spent in Alabama.
When you went to Alabama, you were telling me earlier today that you went under inhumane conditions.
Oh, yes.
Can you tell me what that means?
Food you don't get. The food is like a pig dinner. Yes. Your medicine, which I show you, you don't get. And when I don't get my life-saving medicine, then you know it's death coming. So
But what condition did you go into prison with? You said you didn't get your medicine. So
diabetes.
Okay.
Hypertensive.
You had high blood pressure and diabetes, type 2 diabetes.
Type 2 diabetes.
And you were not given medication whenever you got sick while in prison?
When I go for the medicine, sometimes they tell me it's not time yet, forget the medicine. And then the medicine you will never get. And it's your life-saving, my life-saving medicine.
Do you believe that you were treated based on the fact that you were an immigrant?
Oh yes, not me alone. It's a lot of immigrants there. They are feeling the pinch of hell. If I never see hell, but I see hell in Alabama. I sure. I see hell.
Didn't you have any way of making a report to anyone in charge who would be able to help you?
Yes, I do, but they are just the same way wicked. Trust me.
About how many other women were in the same prison that you were in?
It's maybe about 2,000 of us there. And the most of them are immigrants. They feel in hell, I can tell you. There are other Jamaicans that are there. And they also tell me when I go to talk now to you, must tell what I know also about them.
Were you given the proper sentence?
No, my husband got a year and a day, so I did not.
Okay, so you were arrested and your husband was also arrested with you?
Yes.
Was he carrying the drugs or he was an accomplice?
Well,
maybe that is why he served less time than you? Is that possible?
I don't really know, what they're doing, but I know that judge gave me 2 years.
And gave your husband 1 year?
1 year and a day.
Okay.
All right. So
But you were also saying that you believe that your sentencing should have been 1 year and 6 months. Where did you get that kind of information from?
because there is a First Step Act in that America, everybody come out on it. They are now in Louisiana, where I was waiting to go home. And I went to my case manager and asked my case manager, Mr. What about my First Step Act? He said, not due to you because you are aliens and all the rest of aliens gotten theirs. So what about mine?
But why do you think they would have selected you out of all the women in that prison to give you extra time?
Not me alone. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's not me alone. They give extra time. When I went to ask about my First Step Act last year, she said, my case manager said it's not due to you. But while I was in Louisiana, there was people there who come out on the First Step Act.
Okay, so was it that you were in a totally different prison?
No, I'm talking about the one prison over there in Alabama, the wicked prison.
So you spent 2 years in Alabama in a prison, and then you spent another 3 months in Louisiana in a detention center where the ICE would have you?
Right. So I spent 22 months in Alabama and 3 months and 12 days in Louisiana.
Do you know why you spent such a long time in detention?
I don't know. I want to find out. I really don't know. But I knew I have the law in America here, what time I supposed to spend. So I determine what am I supposed to do. Also, we'll get the foreign minister. What's his name? Camilla Johnson?
Her.
Okay.
So are you saying then that you are going to sue the US government?
I ain't afraid of them because they're not afraid of me. They're not afraid of you when they're wicked into you, you know. They don't care who you are. They be just wicked into you. I come upon all kind of people. From lawyer, teachers, I leave them. They were my friend. They do all my correction. Those are people I keep company with when I leave here.
When you were in prison?
Yes. And from there, same place over there in where I coming from, the detention camp. These are the people I keep company with.
Have you spoken with a lawyer as yet?
I will.
Since you have been out? How long have you been?
Today is 8 days I'm here.
And as soon as you're here, you want to start working?
Yes. Yes. But they were working on me, so I supposed to be working too.
Let me ask.
Now, truth be told, laws differ in countries based on your citizen status. Think about it. For certain crimes, when they might think about to give a citizen bail, they might think differently from somebody who is undocumented or a non-citizen. Thinking that they might abscond, leave the country. They don't really have ties to the country where they commit the crimes in like that. Then remember, these situations happen to individuals who are being accused of breaking the law. And hopefully, what she say, serves as some kind of learning situation for other individuals. And for most people who spend most of them years overseas and then have to then return back to them country of origin, it's a kind of adjustment that some never really fully adjust to. Talk to me in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, so pass through, click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and of course put it on all. And this is how you know you'll be notified of all fresh content. As soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform, the like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and bust a share. Tell a friend, tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, check out the reason, join the discussion. Comment section on 24/7, never lucky yet, as I'm say, subscribe icon, bell icon, and share the video. Now a quick recap. Jamaica has been ranked 10th on the list of the world's most criminal countries. But surprisingly, the head of CARICOM, Trinidad, has been ranked 6th. Definitely major news. People don't expect that Trinidad, a Caribbean country that has one of the, let's say, more thriving economies, a large percentage of things that is even sold on the Jamaican island and packaged that people think is from Jamaica. It's even actually from Trinidad. Them produce a whole heap of things. Production level is high in the country. The economy are do well. You're surprised that them still have a high murder rate and is ranked 6 on the world's list of most criminal countries. Now with Venezuela and Union the other countries. Talk to me in the comment section as well, myself. Until we reason again, live, love, and prosper, and stay tuned.